Hey guys, Scully Wooly here with yet another guide. We're gonna talk about what is an easy and fast way to gear yourself up. There are several ways, and we're gonna start from, let us say, the absolute start. Yeah. So basically, the very first thing you can do, depending on how you level up, if you're leveling up through questing or through dungeons, that's going to be a different path. But let's assume you are around item level 540, 550. That will be some sort of the item level you're going to have once you ding 80. Then you have several options. The easy option is to go to the auction house, but this will cost you some gold. So the gear, the highest gear you're going to be able to buy on the auction house itself. I'm not talking about crafting it. I'm coming to that part later. On the auction house is 564. So, well, to the normal gear. Yeah, I'm going to talk about rings and trinkets as well. So as you can see, the prices on these items are fairly cheap. 400 gold, 500 gold, depending on which ones you're going to find. It's blue quality and it's all upgradable. As you can see here, this is Explorer gear. So you have Explorer, Adventurer gear and stuff like that. I'm not going too deep. This is just showing you how to get certain amount of gear. So the first step you can do, if you can spare some gold, is go to the auction house and buy a set here. You can skip that set completely, but this is something you can do. Yeah. The second step is really simple. It's just queue for dungeons. Yeah. Queue for heroic dungeons. You need item level 551 to be able to queue for heroics. So 551. If you are missing out a few pieces, just buy them from the auction house. Really cheap. It will cost you a few K. But on the other hand, what is a few K if you can make this much gold at the moment? Okay. So you can be fully 564 when you are buying everything from the auction house. If you want to go higher than 564, depending on what type of content you want to do, as you can see here, at the moment of making this video, I'm 585 now. And as you can see here, like this piece, the headpiece, the shoulder piece, and I don't even have the chest piece yet, like the headpiece and the shoulder piece is basically bought with renown. So the next thing you can do, depending on how fast you level your renown up, is you're going to be able to buy certain pieces of gear from the renown vendors. Like for example, the Hallow Fall here. The Hallow Fall has, for example, I'm going to have to check what level it is. It's pretty early on. So let's check it together. No, it's not the Hallow Fall. Yes, it's the Hallow Fall here. For example, you're going to have access to a veteran chest armor. So veteran starts, this item will start at item level 584 and you need to be renowned 7. Renowned 7 is really easy to reach if you do the complete campaign quest line and you do the side quests and stuff like that. You're going to be around 4 to 5 and these can be obtained really easy. Yeah. So renown is your second option. Just check all the renowns like Hallow Fall. Basically, all 4 of them will require you some sort of 584 gear. So that's a huge upgrade already. And again, like as you can see here, this one is 6 out of 8 and is now item level 600. So the next step you can do is pure, simple heroics, like I said before. And that will give you item level 571. So 571 will come from dungeons. You need a little bit of luck. That's RNG based and it's basically, it can be a long path because, for example, I'm going to give you an example with me. Like my belt here at the moment is still an Explorer belt because I have not had the luck to get a belt dropping from me, but I'm getting to that point as well. So let us say you done all the heroics, you done all the renown, you bought everything you can buy from the auction house, you are around, let us say 580. Then you have 2 options. The next option is just keep farming heroics and all type of content that that will give you Valor Stones. I'm going to show you what you can do with the Valor Stones for the people that don't know. Maybe some people don't actually know what to do with them. So I am located here at the moment. If you just go around the corner, so this is the auction house. If you just go around the corner here to the building Mythic Aspirations, you're going to find 2 Draktyr here standing. So you're going to have Grisold and you're going to have Vaskarn here. You can talk to this guy here. You can drag in an item. Let us take this one, for example. And you're going to be able to upgrade this to whatever you want. There you go. I just upgraded my trinket to 587 here from 580. Remember this, it will cost you Valor Stones and Weathered Harbinger's chests. This is completely optional, guys. This is not mandatory. You can save up your Valors up to 2k. If you want to do that when the next season comes out, then by all means save them up, because in about 7 days from now, we're going to have the Mythic Plus season, all the season starting, and you're going to have way more options to gear up really fast, because this gear will be replaced extremely fast. Okay? So take this all with a grain of salt when gearing. This will only make your leveling, your experience, not the leveling experience, but the experience of going into a mythic, going into raids or whatever, going to make it easier for you because you're better geared. Yeah, that's the point of gearing up. If that doesn't apply to you, just skip this video completely. Okay, so the next step you can do if you still want to have higher item levels. This is a little bit, I'm not going to say more complicated. You will go where I just put the flag here. You will go to the crafting stations and you can craft gear up to item level 590 if you want to. I wouldn't go any higher because, like I said before, you're gonna have other options in 7 days. The first thing, if you want to do this, is upgrade weapons. In my opinion, weapons are always the first thing you should do. Let's go to the two-handed. In my case, it's two-handed. Let's pick the, let us say, two-handed axes here, for example. The Everforged Great Axe. This can be up to 636, as you can see here. All you have to do is put in 2 sparks. I don't have 2 sparks yet. I only have 1 spark at the moment, I think. Let me check really fast. Yeah, I got 1 spark and I got a Fractured Spark. All the rest of the items can be bought on the auction house. As you can see here, to craft this axe, this will be pretty expensive, so it will cost you tens of thousands of gold. So only use this as a last resort. I wouldn't do it. Just farm the heroics and upgrade your stuff. But if you really want to min-max and go cutting edge with your character, then this can be an option depending on how lucky or on how many sparks you're gonna have. But you can do the same thing without the sparks. You can go with this one here. This one can go up to 590 if you want to, if you take quality 5. And then all you have to do is buy the Iron Claw here, buy the core alloy, and then you can put some an embellishment on it. You can empower it if you want to, like with the enchanted Weathered Harbinger chests. An enchanter can make this for you through the crafting order as well. Just watch a crafting order video, because otherwise this will be a video of 1 hour and I want to keep it fairly short. So this can be done. What else can you do is, if you really want to, but I highly advise you not doing it, but if you're not into raiding and not into Mythic Plus, it is something you can actually do. Is through the course of playing, you're going to be able to collect these here, the restored coffer keys. Resource from combining 100 coffer key shards obtained from the outdoors open a bountiful coffer within the bountiful delves. What is this used for? Really simple, guys. We have delves now. Delves is basically a content you can do solo up to tier 8. At the moment, up to tier 3. I'm coming to the tiers as well. Basically, what is a delve? I'm gonna search for a bountiful delve. Bountiful delve. I don't know. Oh, here. For example, this is a bountiful delve. As you can see here, it says restored key. I have 9. If you complete this delve, it needs to say bountiful. Really important. You're going to have an extra chest that will give you 571 loot up to tier 3. If you go up to tier 8, I think it's up to it's over 600. So I would highly suggest save this up if you are a Raider or a Mythic Plus player, because you're gonna need these keys to get the best possible gear to make your Mythic Plus experience or your Raid experience as easy as possible. So that is another option you're gonna have. I think this is more an option for casual players, people that don't like Mythic Plus keys or don't like raiding but still want to get really good gear and want to do stuff solo or with a few friends, because this can be done with friends, of course. And then you're gonna have the option as well to gear up to a pretty decent item level. The only downside is you're gonna have to do outdoor content and dailies and stuff like that to get these restored coffer keys. So that's another option to gear up. What else can you do? You can gear up in PvP as well and use the PvP gear to your advantage in PvE. That's perfectly possible. I know some people will say it's blasphemy and stuff like that. As you can see here, this is for the really casual players that say, hey, I don't have a lot of gold, I don't have a lot of time to actually make gold, so I can't buy gear from the auction house, I can't craft gear. The other option is, it's a very limited option, but still you're gonna get some world quests that will give you some explorer gear starting at the item level. As you can see here, 4 out of 8, 567. You can upgrade this as well. So basically, there are quite a few options. A very important option, I'm gonna have to move to my war bank for that. A very important option, and this is when it comes to your alts, because many people play alts. You have people that don't play alts as well, but like me, I do play alts. You're gonna have the war-bound gear at the moment. What is war-bound gear? This is the war-bound option you're gonna have here. This is my bank. As you can see, I already used up a few on alts because I have 3 level 80s now. No, 2 level 80s, and I use some plate on my paladin. So basically, these are all adventure gear. Extremely powerful gear that can be upgraded as well, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to gear up. As you can see here, I got a trinket here. 1 out of 8 adventurer, 578, can be upgraded as well through the upgrading system I just showed you a little bit earlier in the video, and these can be sent to all your alts account-wide. It's war-bound, so it can be sent over. Yeah, so really important, if you encounter some of these gear, don't sell it to an NPC, because it's basically soul-bound, but it's war-bound. It's soul-bound to your account, yeah? So put it in your war bank, keep it until your character is level 80, and you basically can boost the item level of your character extremely high. This is even for casual players, guys. This is one of the most powerful gearing up systems we have ever seen in World of Warcraft. You can basically, if you're extremely lucky and play a lot, you can basically reach 571 on an alt without even leaving a capital city after being level 80. So gearing up has never been this easy. Are there other methods? Yes, there are other methods, but that is for another video, because I will go a little bit more in depth with the crafting system, how to gear up with the crafting system, how to gear up, how to use your, as you can see here, use your valor points in a correct way, because you can waste your stuff. I'm going to explain what to upgrade first, what not to upgrade first, but at the moment, this is the fastest way to gear up. If you use the methods I just explained, you can reach 590 fairly easy. What I mean by fairly easy, I didn't say fairly fast, I said fairly easy, yeah? There's a big difference between fast and easy, okay? So what I mean by easy, just spam. The easiest way, in my opinion, that works for me, how did I do it? Spam heroics to your world quests, to your weekly quests, to your storylines, and that stuff. That can all be done in a very casual way. You don't need 6 hours a day to play the game to actually achieve what I do, because I still have a job in real life, so I still have to work and entertain my wife and kids. So basically, this is the easiest way. Spam, start in normals, or buy some gear on the auction house, 551, start spamming heroics, gear up, use your valor points to actually start gearing up. And what I'm gonna do now, I reached 586, that's high enough for me at the moment to start in Mythic Plus and raiding. What I'm gonna do from today on is I'm gonna save up my valor points I'm gonna get from this point. So I'm gonna use them when season 1 starts. I'm not gonna upgrade anything anymore, and I will save up my Harbinger chest as well. You're gonna see I have 0 at the moment. I already use up 210 of them, but each week that number goes up. I'm not really too bothered to lose my which was Harbinger chest, but from this point on I'm gonna start saving it up. So 590 guys, really easy to accomplish. You can do this in a few days with a fairly limited amount of playing time. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye.